What's up, y'all? It's me, Tasha C, and in this particular video, y'all, I am recapping Black Ink Crew, whatever was the season, whatever premiere came on August the 24th, 2015. I don't know if this is season 3, like half of season 3 extended, or if this is season 4. But when I get the information, if y'all want to check out, when I say review, I'll put in the description box below. But shout out to my YouTube fam. If you're not on my part of my YouTube fam, go ahead and like this video, you know, stuff, and also subscribe and share and all that other good stuff, y'all. But yeah, it looks like it's gonna be another interesting season, y'all. What we got, you know. I usually, yeah, y'all new to this, I'm usually like, I don't go scene by scene. I'm going by what I remember, what sticks out to me per character. But I know my cousin might be YouTube cousin. I mean, but still, we go cuz, you know. You know, I know he probably most likely, I hope he will be reviewing Black Ink Crew. Who else? Also, of course, my other YouTube cousin, Some More Love. She also lives not too far away, I think, from Black Ink as well. She usually reviews this as well, so go check out her videos. And I know Bonnie Blue. I love Bonnie Blue as well. One of the fellow YouTubers also like to watch. She'll be reviewing it as well. And anybody else is also reviewing Black Ink Crew. Y'all want to list that down? I'll try to hopefully like get that situated where I can get y'all, you know, in preview videos and can hope to continuously keep reviewing the show. That, you know, anyway, y'all, I always want to make sure that I review Black Ink Crew, because when I first started doing YouTube videos, about a year, almost, I've been on this damn thing, you know, I've been consistent. I'm trying to get back on here almost 2 years, y'all. It'll be September, I think, or I think it's September exactly that I've been on here about almost 2 years. Damn, me and YouTube cousin Squeaky Jones, grass hun, just getting those subscribers. And also Miss Nika too, I think she finally hit the 3,000 mark. So Mark B, this couple's been getting a YouTube fan, been hitting the 3,000 mark. But anyways, y'all, what I'm saying is this here. It's the first show that when I started reviewing shows, I always like the show, and there's something about me makes me want to make sure out of all shows, I always try to review the show if it comes back. So let's get into it, y'all. If y'all notice in the credits, they still don't put Teddy and Watt on there, even though they are part of Black Ink Crew. And Puma is still on there, but okay. But I mean, they put Sky on there, but yeah. Surprisingly, Donna is still there as apprentice. They got a new apprentice named Tyler. She sat there, and because you know Black Ink is doing so good, he got this big ass tattoo, look like she doing the Home Alone pose, and it's like, oh, she should have did a little bit more practice on like paper before she put on a human being. So this dude said he wants to cover up the dude Tyler that's also apprentice, that so he just put under his wing because they getting that much business. I didn't know, I painted my nails before seeing this, but I know Sky kind of, you know, I mean, no, not Sky, Sassy has the same kind of nail polish. I know that's irrelevant, but you know, the blues, you know how that's coming out and stuff. But anyways, y'all, back to the show, because I know y'all like, I'm sick of rambling, but shit, it's past me. But anyway, this is after the brawl that happened, which even though I'm still in about the Duchess or whatever, it was still foul for, you got bitches up there jumping female, or bitches up there jumping female one-on-one. We don't believe in one-on-one. I mean one-on-one no more. And trying to jump seas as well, whatever, right? So you got people, of course, divided with this, right? Now, we see, let's just get down to way, Teddy, besides out of confessionals, seemed to always, somehow he was getting the Pink Panther swag in or whatever, but somehow he was wearing pink all damn near through all scenes that he was in this particular episode. Is it just me, or is that? But the thing with Teddy is him and Sky is still going strong at the moment, I guess. But India, the same chick that we've been seeing her wandering around the last 2 other seasons, is back in town. Some chick he met at her job, strip club, as he says, is back in town. And she sure be repping the hell out of some leggings. But what I'm saying is, I mean, because she's always in leggings, I think. When, you know, but no, wait, I love that. I like leggings too. But what I'm saying is that he meets her somewhere, but he doesn't want her to shop. And she like, what do you mean? I can pop up in the shop I want to. And he's trying to say like because of Sky. And you know, I don't want the same jump up stuff to pop off at the pool party I did last time. You know, India's like, I'm big girl, I hit herself. So she hugs him, he grabs her ass, whatever. But like I said, Sky supposedly, because they have this party, I don't know, it was a welcome back party. You know how Black Ink from season 1 has always been known for partying, right? So they show him grab her ass, but see, he's like tempted, and India's like, you know, it's offered, both legs is open, you know where to find me, whatever. So it's kind of leaves it there that we don't know if he's gonna go back to school in India, or you know, like being faithful, what the thing is, or trying to be official with Sky. Now later on, what this kind of, because it has something to do with Sassy, so we're not going to get it. But Sky is there, like I said, with her relationship. But it is kind of funny when it had her towards like the middle of the episode. I want to point out, I'm thinking that these two guys are coming in, they call her, got a government. By that time, her in a later scene, we got Sky and Duchess going outside, you know, the patio part in the back of the shop. And they up there looking, and you know, these dudes got badges up. They tell them to take the cameras off. But when you got taken off, you started seeing the handcuffs. And then they go to another goddamn scene, right? Next, I mean, well, the commercial. At least over here, where I'm watching that. And anyways, y'all, then all of a sudden, it turned out Duchess had got just to get her over. Because, you know, by the time, once she realized that it was these strippers posing as policemen, they were like, we're arresting. Basically, about to arrest that ass, literally. And so the response of Stockton's surprised. She just said, I'm not about to fuck you up, Duchess. But she runs out the damn shop. You know, I guess when they took, you know, stopped and putting the handcuffs on her, and then she was about to run out of Harlem and probably run, you know, maybe to Pennsylvania or some shit. But then she realized, like, wait a minute, that was so wrong. But then she enjoyed the strip show, stuff like that. Sassy was there too, but you know, Sassy was like, you know what, that's cool, but keep the big cake over there. And so basically they entertained the Duchess and Sky. Sky was like, just teabag me all the way. I don't care. Dick in face. She was just enjoying and loving whatever. And Betty almost came in here and walked out the shop with you seeing two guys in a pair of Speedos and shit. So, anyway, I just thought, because you know what scenes when he started with the real life scripted, he was like, in that case, it is time for me to go to the other ones, but I don't play. Okay, so yeah, that's the part that's something. This guy does bring up, and I want to talk about the situation about like that. That we got one scene that Puma and Kwame are celebrating their anniversary, but they just looking like this. Yeah, this is a rough year and stuff like that, and they're seeing who has their back. Especially Puma saying, even to a certain point now, that Sassy doesn't seem like she has his back. You know, like ever since the brawl. Or him protecting his family by doing some from him protecting his family brawl, I guess. He had, like I said, Sassy been kind of like dissing herself. We see Sassy and Dee Dee are still together. Even Dee Dee said, like, you know, you need to kind of separate yourself from Puma for a while, because that was just too much, and that was uncalled for. And you know, Sassy don't want to do, but also Sassy don't want to sit here and in her friendship and not be able to go to Black Ink Shop and stop like whatever because of Puma's fuckery. Okay, but Kwame also too, she's still about, I want to move to the ATL, I don't feel safe in New York, and I want to move down there. Okay, that's her whole mind frame, okay? So, anyways, y'all, we get into another scene where we see, oh shit, and his shit, and always causing some shit. And even in this season, look like he gonna be on some more shit. And so, we got, y'all, where, he is in a later scene, is like going to see Kathy. So I don't want to mispronounce the baby's name. I ain't got time for that shit, at all. But the child's Kathy's, you know, his son, his firstborn. And he apologizes, realized he wanted to hurt Kathy for so long. But it's like, that's some serious foul ass shit to be sitting up there and knowing this is your son. And if, you know, if you wanted a DNA test, you should have did it like maybe like at least 9 years ago. They still had them then, okay? But what I'm saying is that, the whole thing is with him like doing some immaturity. He's saying he's sober now, but it's like, okay, you still doing the same stupid shit. So either something went wrong or whatever. I mean, just based on the preview, somebody sitting here and got a early pregnancy test or whatever, Clear Blue or something like that. For what I seen, they didn't show who the broad was, but they say it again. So he talking about the fourth child. You know, it's a question with that other girl, whatever. So it's either fourth or fifth, depending how you look at it. Okay, that he might possibly have another child. So anyways, he's trying to get himself together. He's trying to make it up. He got a new bike. And he realized that because the thing is this, you know, that Kathy's going to be around, because the real reality is they don't have to be together. But she's still going to be around, you know what I mean? Because they do have a child together. So he's trying to do best that they're just going to be cool and just co-parent. Because, you know, you're just gonna see, you're gonna have to like say, you know, get the child at you know, at the mom's house once in a while or whatever, or me at the grandma's house, whatever. But somehow you may see her again in life because there's a child there. That don't mean you gotta fuck her, nothing like that, pretend all this stuff. But you know what I'm saying? It's still, whereas you may run into her again because, you know what I mean? I'm just rambling on, but you know what I'm saying. But hopefully they do co-parent, and it's like, but they do Kathy again. It's gonna be wild. Like, girl, we were rooting for you. Shit, what the hell, girl? Anyways, he up there sitting there with his cover on in the futon in the part of the shop because him and Anya has kicked him out because he was spending time with, you know, his firstborn. And wasn't spending time with her, the baby, so she kicked out. He said it's actually been 8 times since the time they've been together, which she had warning signs before this 3rd or 4th season of this show, that it was a warning sign. And even though he's grown in his late 20s and shit, whatever, she still chose to take chances of thinking. Just not really knowing him and taking chances. Now she has a child and now he's not engaged supposedly with her, and you know, she's even like destroyed his birth certificates, W-2 forms, and all this stuff. Like, girl, that wasn't even necessary. And I remember that he was telling Duchess and I think Cease, because they came in the shop, and Duchess was like, you know what, I'll press charge on her because she up there destroying his stuff, whatever. But Cease was trying to bring up when she had threw his stuff out and called the cops on her because, you know, old shit was saying the same thing. But here's the difference is, I think C's property, she did not put any bleach or any dirt or anything on his stuff. I do believe that. I mean, yeah, she still did something similar, but at the same time as C's was able to get all his stuff. That's all I know, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But he was saying like she should be the last, she should be not the last or the first one to talk about throwing somebody's stuff out. Just pretty much. But anyways, what else? So we had that story. Now we also have another scene in the middle of the show that Duchess and Caesar are talking. Duchess is still talking about growing the empire. But Duchess actually wants to shop in North Carolina. You know, they meet with Yandy Medici, and I think this is before they got married. And they're talking about certain stuff, these big ass drinks, whatever, which I see why I need 2 straws, because they actually should just share that goddamn drink, because it's too damn big. She's can't drink his, she sure can't drink hers. And, you know, I'm just saying, I don't know what drink that was, but that was like for 4 folks, okay? And it was, they all had their own glasses. But anyways, one of the things that I did notice was also that, you know, when they're talking and just you know, talking about planning weddings, both of the men, Medici's and C's, was like, we could do the courthouse, and you know, of course, they letting the women plan out the weddings, and even Yandy was like, y'all want kids, stuff like that, you know, and Duchess kind of like really more so says in the confessional, she's like this, I already had a miscarriage, so she just won't take the time that she won't get, but she also says she wants everything clear where he already has a 10-year-old daughter, and hopefully he clears that shit up with his first baby mom, too, on top of that. Then she doesn't know if she wants to go back to North Carolina. She wants to raise a child up here in North Carolina and stuff like that. You know, C's is like, if she gonna be marrying me, she gonna be New York City all the way, okay? But she like this also, like, it would be good if we do have children, or when, if, or whatever, that they can get along, which is good. You do want the kids where it's not a situation, whereas because this, you know, you got, you know, the previous relationship, the children you had with that or whatever, you know, can get along with their siblings and know who their siblings is so they don't run into them, or they, you know, well, just, it's a principle is it shouldn't have, the kids shouldn't have to suffer because you ain't together with that person and no more, and you in a new, and this your current and your last relationship. You know what I'm saying? So it was one of those kind of conversations, but it is a thing like, okay, now you starting to wonder like, okay, she wants to shop in North Carolina, but she always wanted to expand out, I think, out of New York, so that's not surprising. They always say they wanted to expand and get more shops and to spend their empire. So after that, we go to another scene. Well, I kind of was like there, but I don't know if he's the manager. I don't know what he does. I don't know what Terry does. Maybe they're silent partners in the shop because I don't see anything what they're doing. I don't know what, like I said, with the party thing, but it's this in and out thing I want to bring about the Puma, because that was the major thing that was kind of brought up throughout the show. Now, Sassy, like I said, feels some type of way about wondering should she, you know, like what should she do in the circumstances. She still want to hang out with her friends and go from there, whatever, right? And you know, like how they feel, you know, they even take the name first at the beginning of the show. They show like they have the wall, they remove Puma's name and void it, and I mean Duchess do, and I think put the void, and also put Sassy because it's like they look at like Sassy is a part of that crowd automatically, so she gonna agree, so they void both their names in. And the day they have that party, that first party, whereas everybody is during their course besides Puma and stuff like that, Sky invites Sassy. And like, yeah, it was, I think it was one party. It was the day before we found out the new apprentice and stuff, right? Tyler. And, you know, and Cease feels some type of way about why was she invited and stuff like that. But he doesn't go confront Sassy. He goes and asks the Sky to come out. And Sassy was even looking forward. She wanted to at least talk to Caesar and stuff like that, right? About it. Because she's letting me know, like, I don't, even though there's, you know, the unity between y'all, you know, is unity shop, you know, the family and stuff like that, she still also doesn't think that was right of what he did. It ain't like she's sitting there saying, trying to justify the shit that Puma does. And she's like, I ain't trying to bring this shop. You know, I'm about peace and, you know, NSYNC and stuff like that, you know, and candles and stuff like that. And Erykah Badu music, her first and second album. Okay, that's the type of person Sassy be on. Okay, so anyways, Sky goes out, and I've been noticing Sky in the last season where she's like been the voice of reasoning, and even though it be like stuff like that, she just keep it real, like, why you not gonna let, you know, just like talk to her, stuff like that. She first of all, that's my friend, and I was able to buy her, and then, you know, she ain't about, don't sit here and involve stuff like that. So what, let her at least apologize. Don't be on some cold-blooded shit. Don't be on no Rick James. You know, that's what she was pretty much on. Like, don't be like that, whatever. At first, he was all like, yeah, I ain't got nothing. And then he realized, like, you know, he thought about it, and he was like, yeah, you're right. So he went to go talk to Sassy. And like I said, he was like, I'm going to let her hear her out. And she says some stuff. I'm going to tell her to exit out the front door. And, she basically was saying, like, you know, Puma and him, the glue together and stuff like that. But she's like this, like, I don't want it to be where I'm not coming on no mess with her. I wouldn't be able to see y'all, blah, 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 stuff like that. And, you know, that stuff, that mess that Puma's on, I don't know what the hell he going on through. You know, basically like that type of speech. I think that's what she said, right? But she basically like this. But Caesar's like, you know what, I don't want that beef. You know, we're cool and stuff like that. So him and Sass hug it out, whatever. But of course, Duchess is like this. Just because she's cool with Cease don't mean that I'm cool with her. Well, okay. Like I said, baby steps. We don't know the baby gonna keep just going forward to the other side of the room yet, or the baby gonna fall down and go back to the other side. We don't know, okay? But anyways, with that situation. So, we also see in a later scene that, again, when Sassy comes to the day the strippers / the cops and stuff like that, right, come. She was still kind of, and, you know, everybody's sitting down, and then she noticed that, you know, here she's sitting right next to old shit, and he's sitting there with his comfort on a futon and stuff like that, and, you know, his paper bag, including his toothbrush and Crest toothpaste. And she just like, well, you know, just hi. And, you know, I noticed that Duchess did try to bring up, so, you know, about your one, you know, what about your Wonder Twin? Or some comment she said referring to about the Wonder Twin and stuff like that, and about this stuff like she, because, you know, Duchess in confessionals, but didn't say to Lisa Sassy right there. She like this, like, oh, I see that, you know, she like Stevie Wonder looking for friends and all this other stuff. But it's like everybody was cool besides her, or as far as saying they took. Nobody else had a problem. Ain't looking for friends. Everybody was like this. Ah, Sassy. That's what I see. Did y'all see that? Some of y'all, most of y'all, maybe all. You know what I'm saying? But everybody, nobody had no stank attitude, nothing like that when she came up there or looked at her funny as hell. She came in there, basically said hi, left it, you know, was sitting there, and then, you know, first while was like, you know, Sassy always been about peace and stuff like that. She ain't about that bullshit. And then the same thing with because, you know, that's what even Sassy said, like, oh, with me and C's already talked, we are cool, we gotta talk about that stuff like that. And even Watt was like, yeah, Sassy is always been the cool one, you know, basically like Sassy's cool, but you know how that's just so we see from there. But then we have a later scene, because like I said, it wasn't a lot of stood out, but there was one tat with this one dude I think C's knew that had just, I think, came out for doing 10 years, and he had already tats already had. He had a bald head with tats, and he wanted to get a gas mask on like the middle of his head. And on the top of his head. One was in the middle of his head, but you know what I mean. A gas mask that's showing like, I guess, like some reputation like breathing life but still having the ability to breathe. I'm probably misinterpreting the man's tattoo, but you know, it wasn't bad with her. But that's the only tattoo that was shown besides Donna's masterpieces. I purposely said pieces because I don't know what the hell that was. I mean, I knew it was good, but it was supposed to be like, I guess, a version of her in it. Okay, but anyways, we have, like I said, another scene where towards the end that Sassy finally realizes that she has to go meet with Puma to basically see like what the hell is going on, right? So she meets with him. It seemed like Puma, as we already know, it just seemed like he's somewhere else, and not the Puma that most of us grew to love, crazy as hell, that lost, we don't know how the fuck he lost his tooth, just hitting the car and all this stuff, and he was a little crazy stuff. But he was a likable, goofy ass character and just chilled. He was winning wars and stuff just like it ain't nothing, you know, and just seemed like he did a lot of community, even though he was just all over the place. And he, you know, she was saying like, you know, it's the brawl, even where he's talking about protecting his family, coming to the door and joking, you know, even Sassy was basically like this, like, is it worth like the fact that it gets so bad out of hand that you know, your child can lose her father and stuff like that, and you know, is it even worth this stuff? It's not even worth all that. And he basically like this, oh, she good, she'll be far away, she good, you know, oh well, basically like he even saying almost like in a way like he ain't even here, he don't feel like he exists, you know, kind of almost like he about to lose it. And he started crying and everything, you know. Sassy hugs him, it's just like, you know, she's even saying confessionals like maybe he just needs a vent and stuff like that, because it's like he is like, you know, because that is wrong. And, you know, she was kind of affirming that, too. It wasn't like she was trying to justify what she did. She was saying, no, like, dude, that's not even worth it, blah, blah, blah. And be there for, you know, your daughter wakes up looking for you every day. Like, her daughter, your daughter needs her dad. Your daughters need their dad. And better yet, like, it's like, dude, do you realize, like, you know, what the heck you saying and what you do there? Don't take it that route where it's going to the point where it could be led where it's dating or just worth off to what the hell it got. You know what I mean? As far as this damn fuckery of a brawl and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So he cries, Sassy just like, you know, I'm always going to be here for you type of thing or whatever, you know, right? But she hugs him, and I think that was like towards, yeah, it was towards the end of the episode. But anyway, that's all I got. I don't really think anything else stand out. Like, so should say like he needed to apologize to his son. But he did say like to him, I do remember like, you know, him and his mom just going to be friends. Like I said, cool, I'm not done with that. Also sees and just still, you know, together, and they're happy as far as right now. Like I said, Teddy and Sky, we don't know about how that going. Sassy D, we've only seen Dee Dee for 2 seconds, but she did make a valid point. And that was it. But you know, this is first episode, so you know how that goes. But anyway, y'all, I will see y'all. Y'all pleasant week, pleasant night, pleasant weekend. I definitely see y'all next video. Alright, take care, y'all.